guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha Isundu and today we have our first project pan update for 2023. If you haven't already seen, I will link my intro video to see everything that I started with starting weights and visuals, I guess you could say. I don't really have a particular order. I just kind of go down the list, which is what we're going to do. I do have something I want to add in that I forgot to do in my intro, and it's actually not makeup related. I usually only do makeup. However, I have a lot of fragrance, and I just want, rather than doing like a spray of each bottle each day, I want to actually see some progress in one. So I've decided to add in this Tocca fragrance. This has actually been discontinued. It doesn't exist anymore, which is why I want to do it. I actually quite love this fragrance. It's probably my favorite one that they have, but it's been discontinued. I don't know. It's like a citrus blend with laundromat. If any of you love fragrance, it's kind of like, not the same, but in the same family as Maison Francis Kurkdjian's new fragrance 724, where it's very uplifting. It smells like there is like, it's laundry fresh with citrus. So I'm gonna add this in. Are we gonna do a weight? No, we're gonna do a pen, because this thing is heavy. And so you're gonna think that I'm not making any progress, but it's because the actual item is so heavy. Like this alone is super heavy. Actually just today finished the Carrez perfume, the black pepper cashmere lemon wood. They've since changed the packaging. It's now just called black pepper. I love this. It's a little bit masculine, but sometimes I like masculine fragrances. So I've just finished this. That was something I was focusing on. I can't say I'm good at measuring, and this pen does not help, but can you see the measurement here? So we're kind of like that. I had this full when I first got it, so I have worn quite a bit of it, and this was full when I got it as well. I forgot to say the fragrance is called Emelia. Not that it matters because it's discontinued. Well, at least in Australia it's discontinued. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else in the world. Now, first product is the 4-3 Beauty Face Milk. I've done pretty well. Now, oh God, I'm really sorry. I need to get a better marker. This is a permanent marker, but it's horrible. So this is where I was. You can see just here was where I started, and now I'm down here. So I tried to marked it incorrectly. So it looks like there's 3 lines, but it's really 2. And so I think I've used, oh, what do you call that? Like maybe 1/5 of it. I'm pretty much halfway now. And I reckon I could get this done in 2 months is my estimation. And that's great because I have 2 minis. I have the strawberry and the matcha, so I want to use that. This is for the first time I'm actually not wearing a full face of my project pan. Some of the products I'm wearing, but I just filmed a collaboration video before this. So I'm using those products. But there are a few in here that I'm using. So yeah, that's there. I did not weigh that. And I have it just sitting on my counter. Same with my foundation. I have it sitting on my counter. Now this, it's hard to measure. This is the Morphe 2 Hint Skin Tint in a marshmallow, hint of marshmallow. And this is a tricky one because you have to shake it before you use it every time. So there's like a layer of oil at the top, and that's normal. It's not off, but that's kind of like the line is including the oil, so the line is on the number 2. So that's how we're going with that. I think this will take me a while to use because you don't need a lot. It's got pretty decent coverage for the little amount that you use. So next is my Hourglass concealer, which I am wearing today. But she's the gift that keeps on giving. I can actually see the bottom. The bottom is, I get a good look now with that light. I've actually like got hardly any left. I can see all the way to the bottom and it's clear. So I reckon maybe next month we might be finished. Right, so we were at 30.14, now we're at 29.32, under a gram. But considering I'm almost done, that ain't bad. Yeah, so I reckon next month I'll be done, which I'm so glad about, because I probably mentioned before, maybe if you don't know me, you don't know, but I have a lot of concealers that are towards the end. So my goal this year is just to use up those ones that are towards the end, and this is one of them, and another one is a Flower Beauty, which I've almost finished as well. They're about at the same point, so that's really exciting. I'm pretty happy about that. My models prefer powder, the finishing veil. I've been using this a lot. I'm wearing this today too. I've actually been using it as a setting powder. It is a finishing veil, finishing powder, but it's, to me, it works really well as a setting powder. It's just got a luminosity to it. It's really beautiful. Kind of like the Hourglass powder. It's in between their setting powder and their ambient lighting powder, in that it still has that beautiful luminosity, but very gently. Very gently. It's a beautiful powder. This is Australian if you're watching this and you're not Australian. So we're going to get the weight on this. You can get it at Priceline. We were at 89.72. Now we're at 88.56. So just over a gram. And it's hard for me to tell where I am. It's not an easy product to see. But I think now that I have oilier skin, I will be able to finish this. I found it really hard to finish powders when I had dry skin for obvious reasons. But I just can't see how much I have. Let me have a little look. There's a lot in there. So we've got a long way to go. But it kind of looks like I've used about, I don't know if it was at the top, that's the thing. But it's at about the halfway point. Mecca Max Cream Bronzer. I've been using this quite a bit. Now this I've done as a visual progress to like drawn. So let's see where we're at with this. It doesn't look like a lot, but it takes a lot to get that tiny little bit. So that's my progress, and that's all that I have left. So it's not one of those kind of products that has like this much in it. Let's see how much I have used. So that's how much I have used, if you can kind of see. So it's not a product that has a ton in there, but I've used this a lot. So it takes a lot to lose a little, you know? So that's where we're at with that. My Pixi blush, same idea. It is a stick, and I've been using this quite a lot. I'm really glad I put this in my project pan because I wasn't using it. And now I find that I use it all the time. It's become something that I just really love. This is the shade Ruby. I've been using it as like a swipe and on the lip as well. It's just gorgeous. For no makeup days, just on a makeup day, like it's really, really nice. It's versatile, and it's a really nice sheer red. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful color. So we're basically looking the same. This is the Pixi blush here. Just your tiniest bit. This is going to take me, if I finish it, at least the whole year, I reckon. But I'm okay with that because I'm the kind of person that I really like to dedicate myself to a product and really properly use it. Unless I end up hating it and I'll switch it. Like I don't force myself to pan things. But so far I've been really enjoying using that. My Maybelline City Bronzer, I haven't used this exclusively because I actually have two bronzers, and this one is a little bit lighter. I have used it, but this is a better bronzer for me in winter, but I have used it when I just want like a light wash of bronze. So let's, bugger. The lid has come off. I decided to stop weighing powders like this because it's such little progress. So we're just going to do visual. Right now you can't really see a visual progress, but once I start getting a dip, you will. Colourpop Super Shock Shadow. Okay, my Colourpop, this is a Super Shock Cheek. I can never talk when I say it. This is the shade Chiffon. It's beautiful. It really is, but I do find it hard to use. Like, I did ask for advice and you guys said use a denser brush. I went in with a fluffy brush. Why did I do that? And it just like crumbled everywhere. So it actually looks like I have more progress than what is real. Isn't it pretty? I kind of want to put some on now actually. Let's show you. So you guys also said using a finger or a denser brush. It's so pretty though. I do just find it a little bit hard to work with, but that's alright, isn't it? I'm not wearing any highlighter. My blush had a little bit of luminosity to it. This is kind of like a blush topper because it does have pigment. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, just gorge. Anyway, so visual. This is a visual progress as well. There is a little bit of a dip now. but I think these kind of products show huge usage, or even when you haven't done huge usage. I want to say I've used it like 3 times, like it hasn't been that much. And also the pan is super shallow. So I'm hoping this isn't a product that lasts all year because it is so shallow. I feel like that just like elevated my look. Next we have my liquid eyeshadow. This is also Australian. This is Australia's Kmart brand called OXX Studio. Now I've used this a couple of times, so I'm not expecting huge progress. However, I've definitely used it. So this is the shade Bronze. This is really nice. It's the Huda Beauty dupe. So you've got your matte bronze and then your metallic side on the other side. So we were at 38.58. Now we're at 38.54. No worries. See, I used it, but not much. I mean, you need the tiniest amount of product. Okay. Now we're going into my face palette that I had created, and we're looking at them individually, and I have seen some visual progress in all of these products. I find this like what I use when I'm not doing a video, or I'm just trying to do quick makeup. I just go in my project pan drawer and I pull this out because it's literally just got everything that I need. We've got Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour and Powder. We have, these are from a palette. I finished the Laguna Bronzer, Orgasm Blush, Orgasm Highlighter from Nars. And this is the Tarte, from the Tartist Pro palette, Bronzer. And I've been using this one intentionally a little bit more because I'm in summer. And this is a little bit darker. So we're going to start with the Orgasm Blush. I'll put the picture next to it from the previous update, and we can see that this has really started opening up. I'm not intentionally going there. I think that's just where my brush gravitates towards because it's still quite high up here, but on that side it is starting to open up. It might even be one of those blushes that it just kind of slowly goes over, which is fine. Whatever happens, happens, but I am trying to finish these products. I love this. This is a perfect shade for my skin tone, the Orgasm Blush, and I like that it has shimmer in it. It means I don't have to wear highlighter. Okay, next we have the Orgasm Highlight. This is one of my favorite ever highlighters. As you can tell, I've hit pan, and that's hard for me to do because I don't always wear highlight. And when I do, it's like the tiniest bit. So the fact that I've gotten this far, this used to be in a project pan and I just hit pan, but now I'm trying to finish it. So visually, I don't know if this is much visual difference. I'll see when I'm editing. But hopefully that little circle has gotten bigger. Next we have my ABH powder. This I know I have visual progress because I've been using it a lot. And I thought I was going to finish it this month, but I almost kind of need to repress it to get the edges. I'm finding it really hard to get the edges. Like I have a brush here. This is my powder brush. I'm sweating. It's been raining, so I had to close all the doors, and I'm sweating. You can even see it. You can see me sweating. My bronzer's coming off. You know it's serious when your bronzer starts coming off. Yeah, so this is the brush I kind of use for it, but I'm still having to really dig in to get that little bit of powder. I think that's why it's been taking me so long to finish it. So I think I need to repress this. Then I have my ABH Contour. I think this has gotten bigger, but I will show you the picture anyway. I've been using this a bit too. I'm really trying to finish this. This took me years just to hit pan. It took me a whole year to hit pan in my project pan, but I'd been using it for years before that. It's one of those products that you certainly got your money's worth out of. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I'm kind of over it though. I want it to end. Just, like, I can't complain. I got my money's worth, that's for sure. It was from that original palette. And then we have the Tarte powder. I'm getting a proper dip. I think when I entered it, it had the slight dip, but now it's kind of really getting a dip. The way I can show you is, see the lip here? You can kind of see it that way. It's really hard to show dips on camera. But hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. And I love this bronzer. It's a beautiful neutral tone bronzer. You can kind of see, oh, it's such a beautiful color, which is why I depotted it, because I couldn't let go of it. But yeah, there's my little face palette. When I finish that, I don't think I'd be able to fit that powder in, but that's a problem for another time. Right, what do we have next? Oh no, where's that lip gloss? I'm gonna go have to look for that, and the Girl Boss too. They're both in that little, okay. My 2 lip products are in a makeup bag, and I don't know where the makeup bag is. I have to go look for it. Silly Billy. I do this every year in my project pan. I lose my lip products without fail. Now this is the Makeup Forever lip liner. This is the Aqua Lip in 3C. She's my favorite. Oh, that's good progress. Well, for me. Here it is here. So this is the length. This is the length of the pencil, and this is how much I've used, which is pretty good. I do love it, but I've had it for too long. It's on my lips today with some gloss, and I need to use it. Then I have my Basic Mattes eyeshadow palette. I've been using this a lot for the same reason as the face palette. When I just want to do quick makeup, say I'm going to work and I'm super late, quick makeup is where it's at, and this palette does that for me. So I'm starting to see a dip in this one and this one, obviously, because they're just your basic all over the lid shade. And then I've been really loving this shade here. This shade here is beautiful. Basically everything but the bottom row, because the bottom row is the deepest, but for every day I've been using these top 2 rows. Top 2 rows here, and then less down here. But I'll give you a visual. There's not a lot of visual progress, but I can see there's a dip in this one and this one, and I just really love it. I actually saw that it's been discontinued, which is pretty devastating because it's a great palette. Okay, it wasn't that hard to find. It was where I thought it was. Happy days. Okay, so we have my Sydney Grace lip cream in Claire. I don't know if this is still available, but it's very nice. So this was at 25 grams, now we're at 24.97. So I'd say not huge progress, but you know the reason why, because I didn't have it with me. And then my Australis Girl Boss in the shade Me, also being discontinued, which is kind of a sad thing when you see my products and you're like, oh, I really want that. In my project pan, sometimes these are discontinued products, so I'm trying to finish them. So sorry about that. This was 27 grams, now we're at 26.96. Basically the same usage. Basically. Alright, well, this needs to go back in my bag and not be lost again. Silly Billy. Right, that's everything. And then we had the new addition, my Hourglass. That's everything, guys. Obviously nothing has been finished, but yeah, I'm hoping to have that little mini powder finished, my concealer finished. I'm saying this out loud because these are my goals. And I don't think I'll finish this, but even if I can get another half of this done, I'd be pretty happy with that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I so appreciate you, and I will see you in the next update or my next video. Bye.